just another example of how toxic American politics are. You have a whole side of this country that is so much against the Democrats, so much against Joe Biden. And one of the things I like to talk about is how there was no new wars under Donald Trump. There's no new wars under Donald Trump. There's no new wars under Donald Trump. Right? Donald Trump is the no-war president. If you're anti-war, you should support Donald J. Trump. Right? That is the BS that they're telling us. Right? But at the same time, these same people are promoting Donald Trump, who would be doing way worse than Joe Biden is doing right now, war-related, and the way Joe Biden is doing right now is pretty bad. What I said before, and I'll say it again, is the way that Joe Biden, and it's not just him, it's almost our entire government, right? Republican, Democrat, they're all on board with, Israel treating America as its bitch, right? Now, try to process this. People that claim to be America first, we're America first, we're the bitch, we love our country, we don't hate our country like they're socialists. Look, I have a flag, I have an American flag. That means I love the country because I have an American flag. Look, I have a giant Trump flag. Like these are the same people sitting there telling us about how they're anti-war and they're worried about peace and they don't want our troops to go out there and lose their lives. But meanwhile, they're looking at how bad things are now and they're supporting the guy who would be worse. Can you imagine Donald Trump, the king panderer, right? Who just does whatever his base wants, right? Whatever crazy stuff that's getting the clicks. We're eating the cats and dogs, they're eating the cats and dogs, right? Rolling around crazy people like Laura Loomer, right? This guy who is beholden to the evangelicals, who will go and pretend to be Christian just to pander to them, talking about 2 Corinthians, yeah, that's my verse. That guy, come on, man. He's pandering to a movement who likes to talk about masculinity and being tough and pull yourself up by your bootstraps, right? You think that same group of people are not going to be maximum level of savage when it comes to Israel, right? We've got to defend Israel has a right to defend itself. Israel has a right to defend itself, right? You mean to tell me if there are some warmongers who are around Donald Trump during his presidency talking about Israel is our partner and they are a Christian nation and we have to do the right thing. We are the people of God and God says we must protect Israel, right? And you got people bombing, Iran bombing Israel, right? Whoever's bombing Israel, you don't think that those people could go to Trump and say, listen, man, you gotta be badass. You gotta be tough. You gotta let them know, don't fuck with America. Right? Don't fuck with our friends, right? You don't think Trump can easily get gassed up to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go and take them out, right? Sending our U.S. troops out there to whatever powerful weapons and bombs. Yeah, we're gonna bomb them to the Stone Age and da-da-da-da-da, right? You really think Trump is gonna be like, well, you know what? Israel is the one that's out there poking the bear, and we've also helped them for a long time, send them a lot of money, a lot of weapons, right? At some point in time, Israel needs to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and handle their situation, right? Because I'm America first. I'm going to protect America. I'm focused on American needs, not on Israel needs, right? So Israel need to do what Israel going to do, but I'm here to protect America. Our troops are to protect America. So Israel, you keep on with that, right? We're not going to help you anymore. We're just going to let you, whatever happens to you. Good luck, Israel. Really? You know that the evangelicals are going to absolutely destroy Donald Trump over that. You betrayed Israel, blah, blah. You let Satan control your brain and blah, right? So the reality is, Donald Trump is going to be even more motivated to be even harsher we're going to go after Houthis or whoever, right? We're going to bomb them to the Stone Age, right? We're going to back up our boy Israel, right? Now that's what Donald Trump is going to do. But here's an important thing. I've said this before, I'll say it again. How is it that you have half the country that hates Joe Biden so much, hates the Democrats so much, and yet they don't have as one of their key talking points how Joe Biden has Israel treating us like Israel's bitch? Think about that for a second. If you really hate Joe Biden and you think he's weak and incompetent, what could be more weak than right now, what he's been doing? Basically, Israel can do no wrong, right? And Israel has power over the United States of America. They literally have the power to pull us into a war because we won't leave them alone, right? We're going to protect Israel, blah, blah. So they could stir up whatever pot they want, knowing that America's going to come in and bail them out. And we got the most powerful military in the world, right? So that means that gives Israel the power to feel comfortable being reckless, especially when the leader, Netanyahu, it benefits from any kind of escalation, right? Because that's him keeping in power because he's losing popularity over there. So he benefits from war, right? He benefits from war, and we are just letting him do whatever. And yet, instead of roasting Joe Biden for risking our troops, risking our country, because the next thing is terrorist attacks, right? They don't talk about the border and terrorists might come to the border and there might be a terrorist attack and it's going to be Joe Biden's fault. What about the terrorist attack of the countries in the Middle East that are getting bombed by Israel using our bombs and our money, what happens when they come to this country and they do a terrorist attack? This is why people in this country, the politics, it's toxic. It's just fake outrage. If you're really concerned about war, and if you're really concerned about protecting the country, and you're concerned about terrorism and terrorists coming in, then you would be adamant that Joe Biden needs to stand up to Israel and stop just doing whatever. We will help you out. You are our partner, but there's got to be, that should be the major talking point. The country is at real risk. The risk of us getting attacked from a terrorist attack based on our complicity with this war right now is far higher than a random person coming in through the border doing a terrorist attack, right? Because think about it. We are giving these people a reason to attack us, right? Simply, the border should be secure, whatever. I'm not saying that we should not secure the border. But I think it's more important to not be stirring up the bee's nest, right, than it is to secure the border in the way that people are talking about terrorists coming through the border, right? If no one is pissed off with America, then what is the risk of a terrorist coming into the border and doing something? Terrorists are going to come through the border and do something based on them having a beef with us. What Joe Biden is doing right now is creating a beef for Middle Eastern countries to want to attack us. So I think that's a bigger issue, right? I would rather have a situation where the terrorists are not incentivized to attack us in the first place, right? Than to have them upset with us and hopefully we can stop the attack, stop them from coming in or stop the attack, right? I'd rather there not be an attack. I'd rather them not to want to attack us in the first place, right? What beef do we have with these people right now? Israel is the one that's out there doing their bullshit, right? They're out there doing their bullshit. They're out there being reckless. Why should American soldiers have to spill blood because Israel is out there being reckless? Joe Biden is being a bitch right now. He is allowing this country to be treated like a bitch by Israel. And the people who are out there who hate Joe Biden the most, they got nothing to say about it. They busy talk about Biden laptop and what's on the laptop and this and he's a socialist and Kamala, she turned black and they're eating cats and dogs and and the woke this and the woke that and Kamala, she's a DEI hire. That's what they're talking about. They're not worried about a bomb going off in this country at a school, right? And your kids being blown up because of a terrorist attack, because of what Joe Biden is doing right now. But they'd rather focus on the border, terrorists might come in. You don't give a fuck about anything you're talking about. It's all tribalism, bullshit tribalism. You are told what to be angry about, you're told what to focus on, and you're just going along with the program, right? These billionaires and millionaires are out there telling you the border and socialism and whatever. And what do we hear from the people? Oh, the border, the socialism and whatever, right? Like a bunch of sheep. Meanwhile, the biggest potential threat right now, and silence, this should be the biggest talking point from the right now, going after the Democrats, going after Joe Biden. But of course you can't do that because you know your guy would be worse and you know your party would be worse. So by you stepping up and doing the right thing and having some integrity, you're exposing yourself, your ideology, and your movement. So instead, you're silent. Meanwhile, you pretend and focus on nonsense. Whatever nonsense is fed to you by these millionaires making YouTube videos in their basements, right? Getting you all riled up. Oh, this and woke that, and oh, look at the Democrat, and oh, my Lord, she's not even black. Oh, you're sitting there. Oh, that's what y'all doing, right? That's what y'all doing. That's America in 24, right? Toxic politics, fake outrage. America first? No. Israel first. That's what the fuck y'all doing. This is the Debate Me channel. Debate me in the comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Be well. Holy shit, man. Holy shit.